welcome. This is Miss Mimi Johnson, the arts reporter. We are here at Recycling for Dreams. And we're here with Miss Deborah Clark, and we have Armando. Armando, tell us a little bit about you.
Yes, hello. My name is Armando Benner, Benner. And actually, I was born in Venezuela in South America, but I have been growing up in the whole world and actually live in Reunion Island, which is a little tiny island between Madagascar, I guess all of you guys have seen the movie, and Mauritius. And it's a French island, it's a French territory, but it's far, far, far away from Europe, but still is part of the country of France. It's very multicultural, it's very beautiful, and for me it's a paradise on earth. And actually it's the island that uses more solar energy per capita in the whole world. It's like a garden when you're there. I would love you guys to come and visit us. Our language is French, that's what I speak there. My wife is from Reunion Island. Actually, she looks like a supermodel. Beautiful.
What's your wife's name?
Her name is Marina. She's a scriptwriter, so she's into the film industry. And yeah, it's Marina Benner, and yeah, from Reunion Island, but she was educated in Montpellier, that is in France and Europe. Yeah.
Okay, and now what kind of work do you do? Are you an entrepreneur?
Actually, what I do is that I do many things. That's basically what I do. But I am an activist. That's what I really am. I really like, to empower others to find their destiny, to find new horizons, to get to places, to fly higher than myself. But by profession, I am an anthropologist and an architect. But my heart is a social heart. That's what God has put into my core, Sorry for my English, guys, it's not my first language, but that's who I am. So actually what I do is, we have a foundation, it's called Heart for All, and the equation is that heart is the heart, the human heart, but we divide it into He, meaning the Creator, and arts, His art for everybody. Because art and music, they are like the sphere that uses the ideas to travel in a horizontal way. If you want to see how the society is going to be looking in the next 10 years, just look at MTV, just watch a movie. So they are really the mind molders. So we want to help bringing community transformation through arts and sports. And it's in two aspects. The two keywords are reconciliation and restoration. Restoration of what? Of identity, dignity, and destiny. So people, they have a sense of worth. They have a sense of who they are, but also they have a vision, they have a goal to go through arts and sports. And the other is the reconciliation, first with the Creator, then with myself, yourself, then thirdly with the creation, the whole ecological thing that we are doing here with green shades, etc. And fourth, with society. And lastly, reconciliation with economy, with finances, productivity. That is very, very important. So I designed the centers. They are going to be self-constructed by the people. And we are doing a partnership in South Africa with South Film Academy, and the concept that I just explained. And this is what I am involved in. That's my passion.
So growing up, what kind of passion did you have as a child?
Yeah, that is a very good question, Mimi. Thank you for asking that. Actually, when I was a kid, my passion was to travel. I had the privilege, I have to recognize that I've been traveling since I was born. My family, like for instance, my mother, she was not born in Venezuela. But my grandmother was not born either in the country of my mother. So we don't have any one generation that has been born in the same country. We are Jewish, so the Jews, they have been all over the world, but still we keep our identity. Nevertheless, even though I'm Jewish, I am Venezuelan, I feel Caribbean, the palm, the mountains, the beach, they shape who I am. That is very, very important for me. So I learned to discover the nations. I learned to discover the treasures, to travel since I was a kid, to Brazil, to Chile, to travel to other places of the world, to Europe. You know, I've been in more than 100 countries, so to discover the world became like a slogan in my life. And my slogan, my modus operandi is, let us discover the treasures of the city, of the nations, like what Deborah Clark and you, Mimi, are doing here. You're discovering the treasures, because anybody can see that is very nice. Everybody can see, but not everybody stops and discovers something. Let us discover the treasures of our community, the treasures of the nations, the treasures of the world. That is what was my passion when I was growing up.
Where do you see yourself, say, in 5 to 10 years with what you're building for communities and for your family?
Yeah, what I see myself in 4 or 5 years, my wife, as I said, is in the film industry. That is her pulpit. We want to see, I repeat that again, transformation. So I see myself just as coaching young people, just as seeing others doing those dreams, achieving those dreams. Because what I want to see is myself leaving a legacy, something that will outlive me. It's not, it's not money, it's not finances, which is very, very important. But I would like to be my shack in an island, but I still being able to travel all over the world. I still would like to keep surfing, to keep doing kite surfing. I love that kind of stuff. I really am a guy who likes to chill out, you know, but I would like all the time to be able to have my fire, you know, around with my friends, and to impart the wisdom and to impart the secrets, you know, kind of a Marco Polo, to share the things that these eyes have seen and have discovered. Basically, to give, to impart a heart for all the nations, for all the peoples.
So if you had to give some advice about us and our passions as human beings, because some people are afraid to step out on faith and are afraid to step out with their passions, what are some gems that you would give them for advice?
You see, I think that if you are afraid of taking a risk, I will challenge you to try what is the routine. Like Paulo Coelho, the Brazilian writer, said, that kills. You know, the life in a box is a killing thing. So my advice is to dare to get out of the box. Number one. Number two, there is a message. I am a believer. I do believe in God. There is a God's confined message in you, in the city of Atlanta, in a nation that only you or a city or a nation, I'm talking about a corporate message, a city message, and an individual message. There is a message confined within you that you can only deliver. So everybody has a confined message. And you know, when we do not find our message, we're lost. We need to find what is my contribution for this world. Otherwise, I will be looking all lost. And without vision, we perish. The third thing that I will recommend, I'm talking about taking the risk, I'm talking about finding the message, is to find people like you, you know, that will help you, you know, that will actually encourage you, you know, to achieve those dreams. And lastly, stop dreaming in black and white. Start dreaming in multicolor. You must be the rainbow person.
Yes, and you told me I was a rainbow person.
You are the rainbow person because you have the Bahamian, you know, the Caribbean blood, the Puerto Rican, meaning a bit Jewish, a bit Spanish, the Puerto Rican thing, but also I guess it's the Cherokee, which is the First Nation thing.
Yes.
So you actually are a representation of what is grace. Grace in Greek is polychromatico, meaning something that has many colors, and that is beautiful. Yeah, because I was talking about the many nations that are within you. Like for instance, in me, I have Venezuelan, I have Israel, I have France. My mother is Moroccan, you know, from Moroccan origin. So I have those 4 nations within me. Mm-hmm. And I guess that when we discover from where we come from, we discover where we are going. You know, history is so important. It's important to know, man, I have these roots. It's not because of a coincidence, but it's because I have been shaped to give something. Again, I will repeat that, a contribution to this world.
Do you have a website where people can go and check you out?
Yes, they can check in heartforall.org, but 4 with a 4.
Okay.
They can also get to stuff, SUFF, .com, South Africa, SA. And, but anyways, you will see that on the screen at the end.
You know, we thank you so much for being here with us. You flew in. You're here with us at Gulf Vista Apartments in Atlanta, Georgia. And we so appreciate you being here. So how does it feel to be like, you know, I call it sort of like getting my hands dirty, which is a good thing because we have to embrace our poverty-stricken children and the community. And so with Ms. Deborah Clark and Green Shades Foundation, MJTV Network. So how do you feel about what we're doing with the community?
I'm really, really impressed. You know, because you guys are truly modeling leadership. You first do, then you teach. That is the principle. Also, I am really impressed for the love that the community has for you, because with my own eyes I can see that it's not blah blah blah, but it's true, you know, changing of a community. We can talk about community development, but what you guys are doing is community transformation. I have come here not to give, but actually to learn from you, to establish a bridge, to see how we can collaborate together. I am really happy for Deborah Clark, for you, Mimi, for the programs that you have, for the production, for the music that you have put, so people can see how arts is truly an element that can transform, but also the tools to see these kids becoming people with dignity, because they are really the world shakers, the fire starters of tomorrow, and you guys are doing that, and for that I am really, really grateful to be part for this season of what you guys are doing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And we're not guys.
Thank you, girls. Beautiful girls.
Thank you.
Sorry for my English. I am really grateful to be here. I am so happy that you are watching this. I just encourage you to multiply that, to get in touch with Recycling for Hands, a Green Shades Foundation. What those guys are doing here, recycling dreams, you know, is so, so beautiful. And I want you to know that together, not alone, together, we can do a better world. We can build a better world. I'm so grateful to Deborah Clark. I'm so grateful to this TV program that is actually very social conscious, going grassroots to the communities, but also it will go to South Africa, it will go to France. I am really excited about what you guys are doing, and I hope to see you soon. And yes, cheers, as we said in my people, shalom, all the best.
Shalom.
My name is Armando Benner. I have a blog, Armando Benner is the blog, and also a website, heartforall.org. And anyways, you can Google my name, but it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. Bye-bye. Ciao.
Ciao.